These guys have turned up today to try and drum up support for their campaign against the government's decision to make it obligatory for all of the UK's transport fuels to contain biofuels. Biofuels are produced from renewable agricultural crops like maize or soy, but some environmental campaigners are concerned that rather than providing a solution to a global energy crisis, the production of biofuels would mean disaster for people and the climate.
Where we're growing food to use to make fuel to go in our vehicles, particularly growing it in other parts of the world where we're cutting down rainforest or it's being grown where people would otherwise be growing food, that's when it's really, really damaging. It's damaging to the environment because we're making more emissions to produce this thing that's supposedly lower emissions, but it's just not. And we're also displacing people from their land and displacing them from growing food. So it's a humanitarian issue as well as it being an environmental issue.
The law requiring the use of biofuels is a European directive that the government has to enforce. Today's protesters have chosen to set up outside Transport Secretary Ruth Kelly's constituency office in Bolton. They feel she should be doing more to lobby against the directive.
She is supporting the move to biofuels. She is expressing some reservations, but essentially she is supporting this and we need to stop it.
What we will see in the West is we will see bread prices, price of meat will go up as well, but also what we've just seen recently in the budget is quite a big jump in the price of beer. So it is going to hit people in their pockets.
Why do you think Europe is so set on introducing this requirement?
I think that partly it was well-intentioned, that the powers that be thought it would help to reduce the amount of CO2 being emitted by our transport. But I also think that there are very bad reasons for it, because I think people who are already into producing oil and so on see the writing on the wall and see a new source of profit.
A UN report has concluded that biofuels can both help and hurt the world's poor. Today, their place has been secured in our fuel tanks, but increasingly, questions are being asked about their place in the UK's bid to make positive environmental changes. Georgia Calvin-Smith, Channel M News.